Hello students, welcome to this English teleteaching program. Today we are going to discuss our grammar. In grammar session we will discuss adjectives. Before going to discuss adjectives, I would like you to listen to me the previous things what we have already discussed related to grammar and especially related to adjectives. As you know, in first chapter we have discussed word classes, parts of a sentence, and in that chapter we have discussed different word classes and we have also discussed adjectives. And in the chapter the noun phrase we have also discussed the place of the adjective phrases, and as you know, the adjective phrases, they are used in between the determiners and the head nouns. So today we will very clearly discuss the adjectives and what are the adjectives, how they are used in the sentences, and how we can make our language very sweet using many more adjectives in our language, right? So let's begin the adjectives, the grammar chapter, with a very good passage, and the title of the passage is the yeti, a wild animal like a man, right? So let's read the passage, then we will discuss our grammar adjectives. So my dear students, there lives in the Himalayas a strange and terrible creature. It is called the yeti. It is about 6 feet tall and stands erect like a man. Its body is covered with thick brown fur. Its eyes are red like burning coal. It has a pointed head. Thick hair falls over its eyes. But the strangest parts of the yeti are its feet. They look like human feet, but the heels point to the front and the toes are at the back. So my dear students, this is a small passage about the yeti. Let's see the adjectives which have been used in this passage. You just look at the words which are in red color. So in the first sentence, there lives in the Himalayas a strange and terrible creature. So strange and terrible, these two words, they are two adjectives. It is called the yeti. It is about 6 feet tall and stands erect. So tall and erect, these are also another two adjectives. Its body is covered with thick brown fur. So thick and brown, they are the adjectives used for this noun fur. And its eyes are red like burning coal. So eyes are red and burning, these are also two adjectives. It has a pointed head and thick hair falls over its eyes. So pointed, thick, but the strangest parts, and in the next sentence they look like human feet. Human. So my dear students, pointed, thick, strangest, human, all these are adjectives, and our discussion will be on these adjectives, how these adjectives are used at different places, and what are the types of adjectives we should know, and how we can use adjectives appropriately in our language, right? So let's see the words what we found in the passage: strange, terrible, tall, erect, thick, brown, red, burning, pointed, thick, strangest, human. These words, they enable us to identify a noun, or they describe a noun, or qualify a noun, and that's why they are called adjectives, my dear students. So adjectives are the words. They come under the word class, as we have already discussed. They function like describing words, identifying words, and qualifying words. So they identify the nouns. If I say the boy in the class, you cannot identify. If I say the tallest boy, the fat boy, then you can identify, and they describe beautiful flower, big house. So big and describe, these are describing words, and they are used for the noun like house and flower, right? So adjectives are the words which are used to identify the nouns, or they can describe the nouns, or they are used to qualify the nouns, right? And we have already discussed all these things in your first chapter, parts of a sentence and under word classes, right? So let's see some examples so that we can very clearly understand the adjectives. Now you study the following sentences. We have two sentences here, very two nice pictures you can find. Look at the beautiful painting. The painting is very, very beautiful. Excellent, right? So look at the beautiful painting. Beautiful, which is underlined here. And number two sentence. They are staying in those old house. Old house. So old house, new house, big house, beautiful painting, attractive painting. These words, beautiful, attractive, old, new, nice, all these words, they are adjectives. And now you mark. Here the adjectives beautiful and old, they are used in between the head noun and the determiner. My dear students, look at number one sentence. Look at the beautiful painting. The beautiful painting is the noun phrase. We have already discussed in that chapter, noun phrase chapter. So the beautiful painting is the noun phrase, and the is the determiner, painting is the noun, beautiful is the adjective, and here the adjective beautiful, that comes in between the determiner and the noun, and it is used before the noun, right? And in the second sentence, you just see, they are staying in those old house. So dear students, here old, the adjective, is used in between the determiner those and the head noun houses. So these two adjectives here, they are used before the noun and they are in pre-noun position. So this pre-noun position is called attributive position, and here the adjectives are called attributive adjectives. So dear children, now you remember when the adjectives, they are used before the nouns and they occupy the place in between the determiners and the noun, they occupy the pre-noun position, and this position is called attributive position, and these adjectives are called attributive adjectives. पिलामाने जेतेबेले आमे adjective बा विशेषण पद गुड़िक जितेबाला आम विशेष्य पद बा नाउन पूर्व बसैबा एवं ता पूर्व जदि डिटर्मिनर थिबो, आर्टिकल थिबो कि क्वांटिफायर थिबो कि कार्डिनल नंबर थिबो, ऑर्डिनल नंबर थिबो, डेमोन्स्ट्रेटिव्स थिबो, ताले जे मझी जगार जदि बसैबा ताहले आमे ताको एट्रिब्यूटिव पोजीशन कहबा बा ताको एट्रिब्यूटिव एडजेक्टिव कहबा, बिकॉज दे एट्रिब्यूट द क्वालिटी ऑफ द हेड नाउन, दे एक्सप्लेन, दे टॉक समथिंग अबाउट द हेड नाउन्स. Let's go to other examples. Now you see here two other examples. The boy is ill. The boy is sleeping on the bed, right? The roads are very busy. You see number of two-wheelers and people, they are coming, they are going, and that's why the roads are very busy nowadays, right? So here the adjectives ill and busy, these two adjectives, they are used after the be verbs is and are. Now look at number one sentence. The boy is ill. Is the be verb here, and ill is the adjective. Ill adjective is used after the be verb. And in the second sentence, the roads are very busy. Busy, the adjective, is used after the be verb. Very busy, adjective phrase, very, you know, we have discussed, this is an adverb, and very busy is the adjective phrase, and busy is the adjective, and this adjective phrase is used after the be verb. So when the adjectives are used after the be verbs or after the verbs, their position is called predicative position, and the adjectives are called predicative adjectives. So my dear students, now we know that there are two types of adjectives what we discussed, We have also some other types of adjectives we will discuss. Now we discuss two types of adjectives. One is attributive adjective, another is predicative adjective. So attributive adjectives, they are used before the nouns. They occupy the place in between the determiners and the head nouns, and their position is preposition, pre-noun position or before nouns. That's why they are attributive. And the predicative adjectives, they are used after the verb and after the be verbs also, and they are called predicative, or they occupy the place in the predicate part of the sentences, and they are called predicative adjectives, right? I think you understand these two ideas. Let's go to some more examples which are given in your textbook, so that you can very easily understand the concepts, the ideas. Position of adjectives. Mark the position of adjectives in sentences under group A and those under group B. So under group A, you have a big house. These are colorful dresses. That is a green field. He appears to be a hungry man. All these adjectives which are in red color, big, colorful, green, hungry, as we have discussed, they are used before the head nouns house, dresses, field, man, and their position is attributive position. They are attributive adjectives. Now you come to group B. Number one sentence. Your house is big. Big adjective is used after is. These dresses are colorful. It is used also after the be verb are, colorful. That field looks green. The man appears hungry. So big, colorful, green, hungry. They are used after the verbs is, are, looks, appears, P type verbs. And they occupy the predicate part, means the after the verb. That's why they are predicative adjectives, and their position is predicative position. So I think you understand all these things, right? So you just look at the diagram. Adjectives are of two types in terms of position in which they occur in a sentence. Mind your students, you just see. Adjectives are used at different places, and basing on their places where they are used, where they occupy the place in the sentence, they are of two types, and they are attributive and predicative. That's why this classification is based on the position of the adjectives where they are used. So again you can find two more examples. That is a powerful machine, attributive, powerful, used before machine, right? And the machine is powerful. So here powerful is used after the verb, and this is the predicative position. This is the predicative adjective, right? So let's go to the next one. You just see, let's conclude what happened, what we discussed. We make predicative use after verbs like be, become, seem, look, appear, get, or the meaning is become, stay or remain, look, feel, taste, smell, sound. Mind your students, when we use adjectives, most of the time, we use adjectives after these verbs, be type verbs, be, become, seem, look, appear. These are all be type verbs, and the adjectives are here predicative adjectives, right? And we can use most adjectives in both positions. My dear students, sometimes there are some adjectives which can be used before the nouns but cannot be used after the verb. There are some adjectives which can be used after the verb but cannot be used before the head nouns. But we have many adjectives which can be used in both positions, means we can use them before the nouns and we can also use them after the link verbs like be, become, be type, or look, appear, seem type of verbs, right? Let's see the activity 1 of your textbook, so that we can have a better practice, right? If you go on doing the activities, then you can have a better practice and you can remember all these things. Read the sentences below. The adjectives in these sentences are used either before a noun or after a verb. use the adjectives in their alternative positions and write them. One has been done for you. Once again, I want to clarify, to make you clear the instructions. पिलामाने आमको केतुगुड़े वाक्य दि जाइछि से वाक्य रे कोन करा जाइछि ना the adjectives are either used before a noun or after a verb. आमे किछि adjective देखिबा noun पूर्वरु बसिछि किछि adjective verb पर बसिछि आमे कोन करिबा ना जो गुडी को noun पूर्वरु बसिछि ताकू verb पर बसैबा जो गुडी को verb पर बसिछि ताकू noun पूर्वरु बसैबा. So our work is to use the adjectives in their alternative positions and we have to write them. So before going to discuss the answers, let me read out the sentences first. You listen to me, then we will discuss the answers. And the first one has been given as example. This is a useful book. You see, useful is the adjective. It is used before the noun book. It is used in between a and book, determiner and head noun, right? And we can change its position. This book is useful. पिला माने यूजफुल टा बुक पूर्व थिला वर्तमान यूजफुल टा बी भर पर हैला आम काम होउची आमे जस्ट अपोजिट पोजीशन रे वी विल हैव टू यूज द एडजेक्टिव्स. सो यू लिसन टू द क्वेश्चंस फर्स्ट. शी इज ए क्लेवर गर्ल. ही लुक्स टू बी एन ऑनेस्ट मैन. इट इज ए वंडरफुल मशीन. दिस केक हैज ए स्वीट स्मेल. दिस फूड हैज बिकम स्टेल. The night was very dark. The day is indeed hot. This bed feels soft. Her voice sounds sweet. Right? Let's see the answers. The first one has already been discussed. We have discussed the first one. Let's go to the second one. She is a clever girl. So clever is the adjective used before girl. And we have to change the position and we have to use clever after verb. So the girl is clever, right? You just see, right? Next, he looks to be an honest man. The man is honest. So honest is the adjective. In the first position it is used before the man, and in the second position in the answer sentence honest is used after the verb, right? So the first one is attributive adjective and the second one is predicative adjective or predicative position of the adjective, right? So it is a wonderful machine. This machine is wonderful. This cake has a sweet smell. The smell of this cake is sweet. You just see sweet. Sweet adjective is used before smell in the first position. In the second position it is used after the verb, right? This food has become stale, tasteless, right? This is stale food, tasteless food. The night was very dark. It was a dark night. You just see, very dark. So here what happens? In sentence number 7, very dark is the adjective phrase. Dark is the adjective. Very is the adverb we have discussed in your noun phrase chapter. Adjective phrase. The adverb goes with the adjective, and here the adjective phrase is used after the verb was, and in the answer sentence it was a dark night. The night is used after the verb dark night, right? So dark night, you just see dark is here used after the determiner and before the noun. So number 8 sentence, the day is indeed hot. So indeed hot, hot here is the adjective used after the verb, and it is indeed a hot day. Here hot is used before the noun. Sentence number 9, this bed feels soft. This is a soft bed. You just see soft is here the adjective. It is used after the verb, feel verb, and in the answer sentence we have used soft after the verb, right? So after the verb but in between the determiner a and the head noun bed. That's why this is the attributive position of the adjective soft, right? And in sentence number 10, her voice sounds sweet. So sound sweet. Sweet is used after sounds the verb, and now you see she has sweet voice. Here sweet voice, sweet is used before the noun, here attributive adjective, and attributive position of the adjective sweet is in case of sentence number 10, answer sentence, right? So my dear students, I think now you are very clear about the attributive and predicative adjectives, and you can do this activity, and you can do it also at home, right, for better practice. Let's go to the next one. So my dear students, now you look at the screen. We make predicative use after verbs like be, become, seem, look, appear, get, as we have already discussed, right? Stay, feel, taste, smell, sound. We can use most adjectives in both positions we have already discussed, and you just you look at the last of paragraph. Adjectives that go after a link verb but not before a noun, they are afraid, asleep, alike, alive, alone, ashamed, aware, awake, content, pleased, well or unwell, unsure or sure, ready, sorry, unable. So my dear students, these are some of the adjectives where these adjectives, they are used after a link verb, means be type verb, but they cannot come before the nouns. You just see the examples. The baby is asleep. So asleep is used after the be verb. We cannot say asleep baby. The child is glad. You look at the screen, how glad the child is. The child is very glad, right? So glad, we cannot say the child, the glad child. So these are some of the adjectives which can only be used after the verbs, right? So adjectives that go before the nouns but not after the link verbs. There are some adjectives, they can be used before the nouns, but we cannot use them after the verbs, means after the be verbs, link verbs. Chief, principal, only, inner, outer, upper, indoor, former, elder, existing, mere, utter, little, main. All these adjectives, they can be used only before the head nouns. They occupy the place in between the determiners and the head nouns. They cannot be used after the verbs, right? So there are some adjectives. This is another position of the adjective. They are used after the head nouns, right? And they are called post-positioned adjectives. You just see the examples. I think that something terrible is going to happen. Something terrible. So terrible is the adjective that is used after the noun something. Everything necessary. Everything is the noun, and necessary is the adjective that is used after the noun, and this is the post position, means after the head noun. There was nobody or no one important. So important is here the adjective used after no one or nobody. So my dear students, there are some adjectives like terrible, necessary, important. They come after the nouns like something, everything, nobody, like this, and this position is called the post position of the adjectives, and they are called post positioned adjectives, right? So the adjectives which are used after the head nouns, they are called post positioned adjectives. So we know attributive adjectives, then predicative adjectives, and this is one type. This is post positive or post positioned adjectives, right? Some adjectives can be used before a noun or immediately after it, but these adjectives have different meaning. You just see the same adjectives when used at different places, they give different types of meanings. You just see the concerned mother rushed her baby to the doctor. So here concerned mother means the worried mother, the who was very unhappy, right, about her child's health, right? So the concerned mother rushed her baby to the doctor. But in B of 1, the doctor concerned told her not to worry. Here concerned means the doctor who was in or who was treating the patient, who was really attending the baby. So the same adjective concerned that gives different meanings at different positions or places. So before noun and after noun. Now you come to sentence number A, B of 2. He is a responsible person. Responsible person means a duty bounded person, a very good person. But the person responsible, you just see the particular adjective responsible here gives a different type of meaning. So here the person responsible means the person who is really not good, right? And here the meaning is being the cause of something wrong, right? So my dear students, and these are different types of places or different types of positions where we can get different meanings. Now you see how is the present situation. Here present means now. The members present means the members attending. The members present in the meeting gave their opinions, means the members who are present who have attended the meeting, right? So he has a opposite opinion. Here opposite means entirely different, quite different from others. Smoke is coming out of the house opposite means other side, from other side of the road. So my dear students, so when we use adjectives at different situations, at different places, the same adjective gives different types of meanings, right? Nouns as adjectives we have already discussed. There are some nouns which can be used before other nouns, so they function as adjectives. They are also called classifiers. In the chapter the noun phrase we have already discussed all these things. You just look at the examples. Let's go to the cinema. Switch of the television, you just see it. Cinema and television here nouns, but the Globe is an old cinema hall. Globe is the name of a cinema hall, and cinema hall here, cinema is used as an adjective before the noun hall. And I enjoy television program. Program is the noun, and here television is the noun which functions like an adjective, and here this cinema and television before hall and program, they are called classifiers. We have already discussed, right? And similarly we can also find some adjectives like library, science, steel and car. All these things we can use as classifiers, or these nouns they can be used as adjectives like library book, science college, steel chair, apple tree, car stereo, marriage procession, opinion survey, etc. Let's do one activity so that we can easily understand all these things, right? So now use nouns in column A as adjectives, putting them before appropriate nouns in B and write them. One has been done for you. Just you see first the questions. Listen to me. Photo, marriage, river, school, child, paper, morning, picture. And under B we have bus, marriage, frame, ceremony, son, studio, water, pot, all these things, right? Let's match them. You just see I have already given you number for matching. Photo number 1, and the number 1 is here studio. So photo studio, photo is the noun, studio is noun, but here when we say photo studio, photo becomes the adjective and it becomes the classifier. It is called the classifier. So marriage is the noun, and when we say marriage ceremony, then marriage becomes the classifier, or it acts like an adjective. River number 3, and number 3 here is water. River water, you see, river water, pond water, right? Sea water, and here river, sea, pond, these nouns they act like adjectives. School number 4, and number 4 is here bus, school bus, right? School children. Then again come to child number 5, and here number 5 is marriage, child marriage, right? Paper number 6, number 6 is here boat, paper boat. You just see paper boat, paper is noun, name of a material, and that acts like an adjective when we use paper boat. Morning, morning, you just see number 7, number 7 is sun, morning sun, evening sun. So morning is the noun, and when we use morning sun, morning becomes adjective. Picture, you just last one, picture, and you can say frame, picture frame. This becomes a noun phrase, picture frame, and picture is the noun that acts like an adjective and is called a classifier. So my dear students, so what we discussed now, you just see Today we discussed adjectives, a class of words used as elements in sentence, and we discussed position of adjectives, attributive, predicative, and in both positions used before nouns but not after link verbs, and we discussed post-positioned adjectives, and we also discussed how the adjectives they give different meanings at different positions, and also we discussed nouns can also be used as adjectives and they can be called as classifiers. I think you have understood some of the things, and please do all the activities and you can understand better. Thank you very much. See you in the next session.